Happy New Year, everyone. It's Solution for the Solution for Kicks. Back with another video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and tap that notification button so you know when I'm dropping another one of these things. And today's, oh yeah, of course you too can be a part of the Forward Kicks Brigade. Today's video is on my top live cops of 2019. Did I say top live? Top cops. No, goodness. Oh, I'm still stuck in 2019, yo. My bad. Today's video is on my most worn sneakers of 2019. As you can see, I was not focused on sneakers these past weeks or so, a few days, whatever. But I've been meaning to get to this. Yo, P, what's going on, man? Happy New Year once again to you and the family. You know, I wish you the best out here, man. This is the year. You're gonna go get it, man. Trust me. Trust me, it's coming. You know, and I appreciate all your support over the time we've been on YouTube together. But I figure I owe you guys something live, and I kick off the new year 2020, you know, get my vision and all that good stuff. Let's go with the cliches. New me 2020, you know, lead 2019 behind, all that stuff right there, man. And I really would like for you all to leave the negativity behind and focus on all things as positive, because when you put out positive energy, it gets returned to you quickly. That's neither religious or spiritual. That's just the way the energy of the universe works. So let's get into it. First sneaker are my fly knit royal joints right here. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when this sneaker was released, I was not feeling it. I said, you know, the sneaker was, if your mom, excuse me, if your grandma had a main crochet game, she made you these right here. And when I found out that I was dead wrong, I missed out on the breads, on the shadows. They had some gray ones with some wheat on it. They also had like a Jeter kind of version of it, and they had a Black History Month. So I believe there were 6 to 7 release in the fly weave, but fly, my bad, yeah, fly knit. But these are very comfortable, and they put leather on. I'm looking in the camera over here so you guys can see me. They put leather in there, and they put some nice cushioning on them. So these are very, very comfortable, slightly wax lacing. And as you can see, look at the heel. You know, you got some dirt right there. I wear these, man. I've worn these quite a bit in 2019. So that's number 3. The next one up, I believe I had this one last year's list too, but this is one of my favorite sneakers right here. The metallic navy joints, man. Just a dope sneaker. Look at the dirt on the back right there on the heel. You see that? I wear these a lot, and they're creasing a little bit. There's some dirt right there as well on the toe cap. Some dirt on the heel back there. I haven't cleaned up, but these are like go-tos when I'm rocking something navy. They go well. Look at that on the side too, man. I need to clean these. I just keep grabbing them, you know? Yeah. I'm telling you, got to get a pair. I got these for the low. I think I got the box up here somewhere. Yeah, right here. White midnight navy. They're actually 109, and I think I got them for like 69. I got like 40% off when I was back home in 2017 at the Lancaster, Pennsylvania outlet, Nike outlet out there. And the video's on there. Believe it or not, it's got quite a couple thousand views on it. But YouTube did something to the audio. It's crazy. It's like out of sync and jumps around. I don't know what they were doing, but I didn't want to yank the video because people still look at it. Every so often I get a comment on it. And the last one, if you know me, I talked about this shoe a lot. Yeah, my all black mids, my work boots, if you will, my my go-tos. These sneakers stayed at my front door. If I need to go somewhere real quick and I don't want to put some slides on, I throw these on. The only sneaker that probably gets worn a little bit more, and is when I'm not injured, are my workout sneakers. I work out in a pair of Asics. But one thing I didn't even know when I got these, see that embossed Jumpman on the back? It's not even stitched in there, you know. But these, look at the toe box, man. And you know, this version of the mid doesn't have great material on it, but I don't care. I mean, all I do is clean these up real, and I could throw these on and go somewhere. But these are my go-tos, and I did not buy them to beat on them, man. Even the toe part, I'm wearing out the stars right there. Look at that. I'm telling you, I wear these a lot. a lot. They just sit by the front door. So those were my top 3 cops of 2019. And trivia time. What's up, Jersey? Cove, what's up? What's going on, man? What's going on? Um, if y'all watch my top cops of 2019 video, I lost track. And what happened was I was focused on another video that I was going to do. And P, you called me out on it. You said, what happened to the Laneys? What did you do? What happened? I said, it's another video coming up. So I'm not going to release the video because I was tired when I did the video and my energy is off. So I said, so I'm not going to release that footage. Kind of like what I did with the breads. I didn't give y'all my bread pickup video. But what I did was I put a clip in it because so many people had dropped the bread video. And when I got mine, it was not much to report on. I kind of went in the store and left out. It was arguably the easiest cop of the year that you needed a reservation for. So I was like, this isn't YouTube channel worthy, but sometimes people want to see what you have to say about the sneaker. And I couldn't really get into it. I didn't have a backstory on it. I didn't own the 2012 version, I believe, or 2016. So I didn't have a story behind it. It was just like me getting them for the first time. Yeah, it happens. But I did get 2 of my grails, 2 of 4s. So if you watch the channel, I have 4 grails. I have number 1 being the Chicago ones, and they're not releasing them. We saw the information that came out and the Chicago bread highs. Yeah, we aren't getting those yet because they came out in 2016. And they try to give us a little time, and sometimes they overdo it as well. But I had the Laney 5s and I also had the Aqua 8s, but I was able to pick those up. So my placeholder sneaker was these, the super general release for those who like to talk about stuff like this. But the reason why grails are the way they are is because there's some story behind it that connects you to the sneaker, and the colorway speaks to you. And if you know my channel, blue and gold is going to work for me regardless. My high school colors, like Michael Jordan, my high school back in Baltimore, and also Coppin State. I went to Coppin State College, now university, and they also wore blue and gold. So when these came out, a lot of people were like, oh man, why did they put the gray cement right there? They messed it up. But they wanted the sneaker to kind of stand on his own and have his own kind of signature, if you will. But I liked them. What I didn't like was the fact that they quick strike them. I said that wasn't needed. And y'all saw what happened. There were so many of these things out here. Yeah, Golden State colors. If you're a Warriors fan, University of Pitt, P-Town, these are your colors as well. He went to Pitt, but they made so many of these. These hit the outlets hard. People were getting these for like $79. I got these when they dropped, and I really didn't care. I was like, something? I like the colorway. I like the sneaker. I'm good with it. And a funny story is that the first time I wore them, I was on a Riverwalk, and somebody spilled something on my sneaker. And y'all know the kiosk guys, they were like, oh man, you gonna walk around like that? So I got them to fix it a little bit, but he was cool enough to say, hey, if I keep rubbing at it, it might take the color off. So when I got home, I used my system and I was able, this is actually the shoe right here. And you can see there's nothing wrong. I was able to fix that. But it was like some kind of syrupy drink somebody spilled on my sneaker. So I had to get these because I got these right here for a steal on GOAT. Seller, I don't know. I said in the video about this. I don't know who you are, but thank you. You took excellent care of these. When I got these and I pulled them out the box, I was kind of leery for the price. And I mean, I got these for under 100, y'all. This was crazy. I was like, man, it's got to be something wrong with this shoe. What's up with it? The sole was dirty. That was it. The sole was dirty. He had, look, all the pack, how 5s come, with the stuffing and everything in there, the paper around there, lace locks, everything was dope with the sneaker. Little creasing right here. Actually, I did that part right there. But, no paint chipping, none of that stuff. These things were A1. On a scale of 1 to 10, these are like a 9.7. Just because of dirty sole. No heel drag and nothing like that. So salute to the seller for these. And I was so happy when I got these. Next up, the Aqua 8s. The Aqua 8s. Had to do that. Let me see what y'all talking about. The Laney made my list. I just dropped. Yeah, I knew you was going to put those on there. P. Cove. I feel so good when I get stuff from the outlets. No doubt, man. It's like winning a lottery at the outlets. Like, wow, these are in here. A lot of my cops, like limited stuff I've gotten from the outlets. and I wear the money size. I wear 9.5. But yeah, these Aqua 8s, I got these from the Laced Up Seeker show. Shout out to my young bosses that put that on some teenagers, man. These dudes are like 17, 18 years old, and they have their own sneaker show. They've done 7 shows in San Antonio, and now they're taking it on the road. They're going to hit up north on I-35, the Awesome, for their next show, and I will be there. I did not make that one because I was out of town, and I told them earlier, I said, hey, I won't be there. But the next show they do, I'll probably throw a table out there and sell a couple of things. But yeah, this dude sold these to me for $80, and I looked at them. I was like, man, these are, good condition for how old they are. And you know about the new buck right there. That's going to happen. I'm cool with that because what's going to happen is I'm going to get a better, more well taken care of version eventually. I'm going to come across it. It's just for the pricing. The prices, that's all I was like, nah. But the dude took really good care of these. The sole wasn't beat up. There was no paint chipping. Y'all know right here, this tend to gets all jacked up. The glitter and all that stuff, and the purple was good. And yeah, I was excited when I got these. And I've worn these like 4 times, believe it or not. I got these back in September, October. And for me to wear a sneaker 4 times within that time span, it means I really like the sneaker. But yeah, 2 out of 4 of my grails were copped, no doubt. So yeah, we'll chop it up a little bit about some other things. Y'all know about the story that's out there with Trollmageddon and JC from Urban Necessities. I'm gonna say this. What we forget sometimes on social media is that everything you do is admissible. It can be used against you in a court of law. The freedom of speech thing, you got to understand how that works, everyone. You have to understand how it works. I'm going to use my 99.15 average from federal government. I know what I'm talking about, okay? You have criminal law and you have tort law, which is civil law, meaning that you aren't physically harming someone. This is tort law. You cannot publicly defame someone's business. You can't do that. It's basically saying you can't McDonald's and constantly do that. They're going to come for you, okay? Brand integrity, defamation, and things of that nature and such. You can't do that, everyone. That's just the way it works. And I don't want anybody's livelihood to be jacked up, but you have an individual versus a business, and that normally doesn't go well. And I'll say this is why it may or may not fare well for him. Maybe, well, let me back up for a second. A cease and desist letter is basically a legal threat, if you will. Hey, stop what you're doing or else. There's going to be legal ramifications of this. Now, when you get summoned, okay, you get stirred papers. Oh, yeah, that means that you basically have been indicted, if you will. You get your behind in court and state your case, and hopefully you work for the best. But we live in a capitalist legal system. What that means is the person or the entity with the most financial resources fares better. So here's what could happen with Urban Necessities versus Troll. Okay. And I'm not on either sides of this. I'm just saying, be advised of things you put out in the social media ecosystem, because it can come back to bite you. Maybe JC is saying, I got your attention. Stop what you're doing. I'm not going to get into who has fake shoes and who doesn't. The allegations, I'm not concerned about that. What I want everybody to understand is that you can't get on here and make threats against people or their business. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to fare well for you. So it goes into whose money is longer. I'm not in the pocket checking Trollmageddon. I don't know the guy. I don't know him personally. I'm not even counting his money, but it's clear and present that JC has the financial resources to basically, make this go away, if you will. And you don't want to deal with that. Okay. So you're talking corporate money versus personal money, if you will. And if people come behind them and say, hey, we got you, we'll back you up, and shoot Troll some legal resources if he needs it. Okay. If he needs it, so be it. But this should be a nice lesson for everybody that likes to do videos that seem to attack other individuals on social media, where you question the integrity of a business, a brand, and things like that, you got to tread lightly. Okay, you got to tread lightly because this is somebody's livelihood. This is how they put food on the table, whether you agree with it or not. The methods, the means, and ways. This is how they're making money. If the judicial system says you are on the up and up and what you're doing is legal, you know, we got our opinions, but we cannot say, hey, bleep, 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 you're wrong. This is fake. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't legally come out and say something is fake. Even the brands don't use the word fake when they address you about stuff. You send them questions. They basically tell you, make sure you buy from authorized retail sellers. That's all they tell you. And that's that. So when we get into social media, we kind of carry it like we're having a conversation with our homeboys on our back porch, drinking and smoking. That's how it gets. Like right now, you got the chat thing going on, and you know, you got to watch what you say. It's out there. It's out there. Now, when I did my IG scammer thing, it was clear and present that those individuals that I basically named had done what they did because they disappeared. They disappeared. They vanished. All right. I even got a copyright. They hit me up about some stuff when I did that. And I was like, yeah, okay. I got that taken care of. Because what they say, a kick dog will bark or yell or whatever. Yeah. So let me get over here. I got my laptop right here and get caught up in the comments. I don't want to feel like I'm just preaching and talking to you guys and not paying attention. All right. Aquas in my grill. No doubt. The Jordan 1 Mid Royal. That's a cool concept. I keep hearing people say they're going to basically customize or modify that shoe to kind of look like a Royal. But y'all know how it works. If the sneaker does well, there's going to be a Royal version. Well, if the OG Hob does well, it's going to be a mid version of it. And sometimes it's dope when they flip it around. I'm cool. Y'all know me. I'm Mr. Midlife Crisis. What else we got now here? Pass Solution dropping gems. Make sure you hit that offering plate. Cole, I was going to do the same thing to other big shops, but not disseminate purely just as who takes them in. But I'm always worried about getting sued. Yes, B, I'm telling you all, watch it. When you make these allegations and you do these videos, watch your step. And I kind of got off the beaten path a little bit. A lot of sneaker YouTubers have built their brand, if you will, on roasting and personal attacks. That's basically been the way their channels get started, and they've done reactions on things like that. You got to watch yourself out here because, like I said, this becomes evidence and it can be used against you. You don't want that. You don't want it. Like, man, I was just on social media talking smack. The judge is like, yeah, okay. You have to be versed in your rights and your limitations when it comes to, you know, the legal system. A lot of the average person doesn't understand the Miranda rights system and how it came apart. How it came about with this, the court case in Arizona is how the Miranda rights came about. Okay. And people don't understand that. People blur the lines with freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is not saying you could just say whatever about a person when you're good and ready, because there's something called libel and slander. Okay. Slander is when you speak on the person's name. Libel is when it becomes written and you write about the person and put out things that could be possibly negative. So you, hit dog or holler. There it is. All right, so you got to watch yourself when you're doing these things, saying, I think this boutique or this store may not be on the up and up, and I'm going to prove it. You go in there with that camera, it's going to be some problems. It's going to be some problems. And to show you how social media can harm you, just a few months ago here in San Antonio, there's a really big sneaker YouTube. Well, I don't like to lump him in as a sneaker YouTuber because he does pranks and other stuff upon the foundation of sneakers. But to say he's a sneaker YouTuber pure, I don't know. But he has over 1 million subscribers. The kids love him. Okay. The kids love him. But he's not in the community within the culture like myself. We never see him here in San Antonio, but he's doing numbers. He's doing numbers. And I'm not dissing him. So what he did was he ran a prank at Foot Locker and involved some employees. One employee allegedly came back to work in uniform to partake in the video. And basically what they did was brand defamation within uniform, saying, nah, I go with Adidas or Nikes versus that. And the store, obviously, Foot Locker sells every brand, pretty much. Nearly every brand they sell it. So they're like, well, wait a minute, you're making it seem like Foot Locker doesn't want to sell this particular brand because now you're in uniform. You're representing the company, the organization, this corporate entity, and you're speaking negatively behind people they do business with. So some people lost their jobs over that. Now, some things were cleared up and everything, and some of those individuals got their job back, but people don't read. There's an employee code of ethics. You get a job, you should look into that. Okay, look into that. You take that job. What can I do? I mean, I was in the Army for 20 years. I could not go to a protest in my uniform. Why? Because it appears that the Army as a whole supports whatever's going on at that protest. You can't do that. You're wearing the uniform. It's just like you're seeing these players recently in the NFL. They're getting cut because they're on social media talking reckless, and they feel like, well, that's my, that's my social media. That's freedom of speech. You can't say that. You're defaming the brand. So just watch how you walk, man. The Ross boss, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't followed him. My brief interaction with him was when he was trying to get to like 500K, and I had just started my channel back in 2017, and he was like to me, and I didn't hear a word from the dude. Okay. Then we had kind of a crossing before where he was doing the military exchange videos, and he said, I'm the first person on YouTube to do this. And then he's like, well, in San Antonio, whatever. And somebody said, no. What's his name? The Vintage. If y'all know what I'm talking about, the Vintage, he used to go by Gook, and he changed his name because that's very, very insensitive to, people of Asian descent. So he changed his name to the Vintage. He was doing it up in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So he started doing those around the time when I was doing it. And somebody's like, no, the Solution for Kicks right there in San Antonio has like 5 or 6 videos like that already. Not that I want him to clean it up or say anything. Then he had an incident where it made it seem like he was making a mockery of people with handicaps. And his channel took a hit a little bit. So he had to come back and apologize about that. But that's all attributed to maturity. I think he was like 19, 18 at the time. And people say and do things that later on in life they realize they should have thought about. But yeah, so since then, I kind of like he's doing his thing over there. Oh, it gets better. And yeah, no doubt. Hit the like button. Smash that like button. Help a brother out. Yeah, it was another thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. Goodness. He's had like little things along the way where I'm like, he'll figure it out once he gets a little older. That's all it is. Sometimes your success exceeds your maturation rate. I'll say that. And once again, that's not a slight, because at I remember doing stuff 18, 19 years old that I wish I had never done before, but it was a tribute to my age and immaturity and inexperience. Yeah, at the end, yes, he does say that, and I was kind of like, all right, but he's doing numbers and everything like that. Like I said, I wish him the best with that, but it's all about you delivering your approach. You got to watch it, man. I'm telling you, because people are saving videos. They're saying, oh, wait a minute, remember you said that? And I had a situation where I spoke down on a sneaker, and I can't remember, it was recently, and somebody called me out on it in the comments. And I told him, I was like, you're right. In the next video, I cleared it up. I said, I did say that, so I came back and was like, I think in the video, I was like, man, I really wasn't feeling these. And I think I had like bashed the sneaker, bashed it, and was like, yeah, once I got my hands on them and tried them out, I like these. These are pretty dope. But they, people they follow you, they jump on you, and they will call you out, and you got to humble yourself, man. And long as it's done in good taste. I had a situation with what was his name, Tom Stefaniak, where he did a Jordan 1, his collection. and he had some mids. I think it was the hairs. And he was like, "Oh yeah, these mids, I just got these, and like throw them to the side." So then the pine green mids came out, and y'all know I've always said that is the sneaker that really exposed a lot of people in the sneaker game about mids, where they were dissing mids, but when they saw these SE models came out and they were selling out, people had to get a piece of that wave. They had to break out their surfboards, and I hit them up. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, you need to keep the same energy, man," because I saw that video. You know, I saw that video, but and I expect that's just making sure our integrity. You see, I see nothing wrong with bashing in good taste, Cole. In good taste. A lot of people say, "Oh man, people, um, Tom's a faker just for lots of proof out there." I don't know. I don't follow him like that. All right. I know he constantly puts content out there. He travels a lot. I always find that interesting. You know, whatever his level of integrity is, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I got out of the the integrity of a sneaker YouTuber game a long time ago. Once I started seeing things and learning the history behind a lot of stuff, I got out of that. It's just shoes at the end of the day to me. I love shoes. I love sneakers. I love dress shoes. Y'all saw I posted a picture of myself in some Chelsea boots. I wear more than sneakers. I mean, it's places I go where I clearly can't wear sneakers, pardon me. But yeah, in good taste. I think, and here's how we got to this point in the sneaker game. It became very chic and vogue and cool and good for your channel, if you will, if you want to do that, to roast people. And it became comedy, then it became personal with some people. And that's why I was like, okay, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. When it became personal, when you start including people that have nothing to do with how your channel grows, and you start including family members and allegations about somebody's, orientation or something like that, or their background might be murky or something like that. What does that have to do with sneakers? And that's when we went off the deep end with it. And I still don't think we recovered from it. There's still remnants of that very negative period of sneaker YouTube. That's me. I've always said that. I never wanted to partake in any parts of that. I'm not roasting anybody. If somebody roasts me, I'm probably going to ignore you. Okay, simple as that. It gets to a point where in life, either you take the time to acknowledge people that are here, or you take people to acknowledge people who are here. Simple as that. Simple as that. And it's not a numbers thing. It's not. It's not. And like I said, it goes too far. You ever, we used to call it cracking on people, or the dozens. When you roasting now is what they call them. You just go in and stuff like that. And somebody's like, I'm losing. And so I'm going to say the most disrespectful thing possible. It's like battle rap. And you can see the body language of that person that just got roasted, like, yeah, you went too far with that. And that's the thing, because people they're behind this. And it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm behind this keyboard. Well, I'm going to pull up, all this stuff and everything. I'm going to come see you. Meet me here. We're going to do this. And like, how did we get here? How? It's not about sneakers. Yes, it is. Because this is what ties us in. So if the news media gets hold of there was some violence that occurred at a sneaker event or somewhere else, the first thing they're going to mention is sneaker YouTuber, or YouTuber. And they're going to talk about the sneakers because this is the common denominator that links everybody. It's about shoes. Other than that, you would not know about one another. You would have no interaction. So it's about the shoes, and that's going to look very foolish. You're sitting in a jail cell over a shoe that costs $8 to make, and we pay far more than that. So that's why I was like, man, nah. And people know, like, the solution. You're funny. The people that know me personally off camera and everything, or they interact with me on other platforms. Why don't you get into that? I'm like, nah. I like my comedy to be organic. I mean, yeah. What's really a real sneaker YouTuber, Cole? I'm glad you said that. Talk to me. What's a real sneaker YouTuber? I've asked myself that question. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm somebody that's on YouTube that loves sneakers. I the element of real is on somebody's determination. You know, that's somebody's opinion of how real I am. Well, he's not real because I don't chase limited sneakers. You know, oh, he's got a bunch of GRs. He's not real, or he doesn't get into the hype beast stuff. I don't know what's real. You know, someone who deals with sneakers on their YouTube and only sneakers. So that, so you're saying that that makes the person a real sneaker YouTuber because they deal with sneakers on their YouTube and only sneakers. So they would get into clothing and stuff like that. Someone said passion for sneakers and not about the hype. Oh, okay. I'm with that. That's March Boy. Shout out to you. I'm with that one too. But with Codemaster, talk to me, man. Let's develop that a little bit more. Um, and you're right, P. It usually ends up going too far because people are like, oh, he got emotional, he got sensitive. At the end of the day, people, somebody's, that's a person's integrity on the line. You allow somebody to attack you like that. I mean, I will say, yeah, I'm a sneakerhead. Always have been. Someone asked me in I think a while ago in one of my videos, they said, how long have you been collecting sneakers? I want to say that's kind of blurry because I've always had a lot of sneakers. Always had a lot of sneakers. And it wasn't like I was copping kicks because I wanted to have all the dope kicks. I just didn't want my kicks to be beat up and worn out because I was constantly wearing the same few pairs. So that's kind of blurry with me. I would say collecting really was around 06, 05 when I started noticing I had a lot of sneakers, and it was really Air Max, Air Force One, some Shell Toes, some Pumas, OG types, because that's the era I'm from. I wasn't doing the retro Jordan thing because you look back on my top 10 video and my Bread 4 video. It was I talked about why I got away from the retro Jordans because of the violence. I wanted no parts to be affiliated with that. What was your first pair of sneakers that I purchased? The first pair I personally purchased were a pair suede Fila F13 lows. And this was 1990. I ran it because I had my first little job. Yeah. That was it. Then I bought a pair of all black Cortez and all black Air Force Ones, a pair of all white highs, and an all white low. And some navy blue joints. I was into the monochrome thing. I wasn't really doing a lot of multicolored sneakers back then. A lot of drab and dreary stuff for me. Now I'm way more colorful with it. But yeah, a real sneaker YouTuber. That's a good question, Cove. I can't say who's real or not. That's very subjective. I'll let people's personal determination, saying, hey, that person, you call it. All right, you call it. If you say I'm not real, so be it. All right, the channel will go on. If you say that person's real, so be it. Their channel will go on, so on and so forth. It's very subjective. But yeah, those were my first pair of sneakers. I really didn't get into the retro game until like 2014. Honestly, that's why you're just now seeing stuff like this pop up in my collection. As long as you do sneakers on YouTube, okay, cool. Sneaker YouTuber. I rock with that, Cove. I've done a few clothing things here and there, but I've really pretty much been down the line with sneakers. Now, one thing I have been approached about is a sports channel because on another platform, I'm really heavy into football. I'm an analytics stats kind of guy. Actually, I'm working on something because somebody saw a write up that I did, and I'm not going to speak on it, but if it works out, it's going to be good. is going to be good. They thought it was really dope how I was breaking down things. I love football. I can watch football all day long and just watch things, from playing the nuances of certain things, being able to predict stuff, saying this person is probably going to be a breakout player from trends and things like that. I love football. What do you think the sneaker game has in store for 2020? There's a I I predicted. Okay, I'm like Sneaker Damas, Notre Dame, Sneaker Damas. I predicted the explosion of mids, whether people liked it or not. I called it at the end of 2018. That is my most watched video. Continue to watch it. Keep watching it. I called it. I called the mids. Well, I called the mids and I called the lows. What's happening in 2020 is this, and this is how Trollmageddon got down the path that he was. This is kind of what he was doing. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was pushing the UA element. I said a new replica age is coming. A UA age is coming. It's on the verge, and here's why. You see the uptick in prices where they're playing with that 190, 200, that 220, 225 thing, even 250. All right, even lows and mids are going up. And these unauthorized entities are getting better and better. The more we do videos on these sneakers and review them, they're just studying. That's just material. So a UA replica age is coming. There's so many sites exploding. There's so many people dealing in that element of the game. And you know something, I'm not into counting people's money. That's you. Just be on the up and up when you tell a person about what you're copping. That's all. You'll keep it one and the same. All right. Was it Saucony? Y'all know I rock with Saucony, man. That is one of my brands. I love Saucony. I got like 14 pairs in the closet over here. What's my football team? I'm from Baltimore, y'all. Born and raised. I live in San Antonio. So the Baltimore Ravens. Where's my flag at? Did I put it away? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully I don't start sweating on y'all, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. Yeah. Since 96, I'm not a bandwagon rider. My history with the Ravens is deep. And they are. They're up in their price. I'm telling you, you need to do your homework. Start watching these sites. Trust me. And here's a unique thing that happened. Those denim sixes that came out, y'all know they came from 1991, right? There was a unauthorized, this is clearly how unauthorized works. There was an unauthorized Levi denim 6 out there. And I saw that months ago. I was on somebody's Instagram live talking about that. And he was like, yeah, I saw that too. And guess what we got? So all of these different customs and unauthorized versions and stuff like that, they're watching that. They're watching it. And guess what comes out? That sneaker. One of the more unique ones that I saw was the Bruce Lee Into the Dragon up tempos. You got the Kyries that came out. So yeah. Oh yeah. Next year. Probably not though, P. Yeah, we trashed y'all. All right. David Stroud, the stroke kicks on 9G. The sites is the best spot to get the idea. Yeah, it is. They actually give you a preview of what's coming. Now, I'm not condoning or saying, hey, go buy this, and that. It's your money. But I want you all to study. All right. And here's what's really driving the UA market. I mentioned the price, right? Once the resale market just explodes on a certain shoe, like what's a good shoe to name? The Chicago Off-Whites. Y'all know that sneaker is like going for 2 G's. Everybody wants a Chicago version of an Air Jordan 1. Guess what people are going to do? They're going to run to the sites. Now, the thing about it, and this was interesting. Just sitting back in a live stream one time, and watching people talk about what triggers people going the UA route. Okay, whether you want to call it a replica, a 98, a super perfect, or perfect. is when they see the prices, when they can't get a hold of that sneaker, they're like, you know something? I got confidence. Let somebody call me out on it. I don't care. That's why that market thrives, man. Basically, the gray and black market thrives is when the original brand makes something inaccessible to a person via price and quantity. You already made it right for being bootleg. Period. That's how it works. And I said that in the video. That's how it works. Yeah, and like I said, COVID, it that is your money, and confidence drives it. You it's spend your money how you want to spend it. I think Rupa said that, right? Options out here. And I'm not bashing anybody for what they do. All I'm saying is that if you sell something and you clearly know that you got it from nefarious via nefarious ways and means, let the person know. That's all I'm saying, you know, because it's going to unreasonable resellers. It is. It's crazy, man. Um, y'all know from the channel, I've said it. I have a love-hate relationship with resellers. I do. Um, the love part is that, hey, it's a hustle. Nobody's being physically harmed over it. Um, the negative side of it, like you said, Cove, unreasonable. True. True, David. Yeah, I had to agree. I have to agree. Now, my thing is this with the reseller thing. I've seen resellers overpriced GRs. And I'm like, how are you making money? A lot of times people live in very you know, off the grid places, if you will. And they're like, man, I gotta drive an hour away to the mall. So they're paying the convenience fee, if you will. It's kind of like you need toilet paper and you don't want to go to Walmart, so you go to 7-Eleven and you pay $2 for a roll of scotch toilet paper. It's convenient. You get it right there. You know, that's how it works. You're right. They will drop their prices, and I tell people all the time: there's certain sneakers that you see, they're going to hit the sales, and they're going to hit outlets. You can just tell. You could tell, and some sneakers shock you. Some sneakers shock you. Yeah, some sneakers shock you. I mean, when I was seeing, GR sneakers that were retailing for 160 being sold for 280, and people were buying them, I'm like, wow, okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. I drive that hour. I'm not doing that. But hey, make your money, man. It's somebody out there that's willing to spend it. Hey, I hear you, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But I'm trolling P Town. He's a I don't say that team up there. He's a fan of that team in Northwest Pennsylvania. So I'm rubbing it into him. Yeah. So what are some of the releases y'all looking forward to, man? February is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm telling you, get your coins right, stack your paper how you gonna stack it. Y'all know how it is with February with the all-star releases, man. It's gonna be nuts. I got my eye on a few pair. Um, but always say be fiscally responsible and things like that. At the end of the day, it's just a sneaker. If you can get it for a lower price and you're happy with the quality and the situation, so be it. I've actually lucked up on a lot of limited sneakers because somebody was in a bad place, man. They needed some money. My pine green ones, OG high ones, you know, dude gave them to me for an awesome price because he had a situation in life. And I always tell people, push come to shove, I will sell all of these to do what I need to do in life. All right. It's stock. StockX, get it. Sell all of them. Get your money. Sell all of them. Jordan 6 DMP. Yeah, I like that black and gold. Kyrie Kobe and Jordan 13 reverse. A pine green situation. Stop it, Cole. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Yeah. Yeah, I think they did. I gotta check on that. I'm curious about that. You know, people normally knock monochrome sneakers, like the Jordan 12 Gym Reds. People knocked them because it was a monochrome sneaker. Um, so this Black Cat 4, I'm curious, man. I'm curious if people really going to chase those. Like, is there a story behind? You know, Jordan Brown always has some story. Well, yeah, Michael Jordan used to carry an all black briefcase, and they like how he was so smooth around the court. They have some weird story. Yeah, Kobe, I know what you were doing. I knew what you were doing. Yeah, you ain't slick, man. I caught that. We don't do that. Oh my goodness, man, they need to leave that be. And you know something? Since that happened, that guy has taken off and has left all the finger pointers behind, man, in their wake. Yeah, I was slick enough to catch that though. I see, it's cool, man. That was funny. But that man took off after that. You know, it was funny how the goal was to take him out, and it helped him some kind of way. Yeah, the pine green, man, with that black one, that's dope. That is like a straight up Celtics type situation. The Airship Pack, um, a lot of people on the fence with it, man. A lot of people on the fence with it. I'm curious of how that's going to go. I'm curious. I do want those that reverse. I want the purple, the court purple joints too. Those are coming. I think that's May. I think those are coming in May. Did y'all see the cement bread four with like the little squiggly things around the midsole? I don't know about those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And y'all see what happened, man. He said he stuck with the business side and you know left all that behind. And people were kind of like, now what? You know? Yeah, I said it. I was like, look at that. Look at that. Because I briefly talked about that. And I used legalese when I spoke about it. I said alleged allegations, purportedly. Yeah, the GR, um, what was it called? Pre-order thing. I was never okay with that. That bothers me. Like pre-order a general release. But once again, apparently there's a market for it. You know, there's a market for it. Now, one thing I get a lot of is the younger generation on social media when they feel like somebody might have jerked them. This is probably the most traction I get via my Instagram channel when I'm on there is somebody wanting me to check out a channel. And I've actually taken down a couple of channels, man, Instagram pages because they were out here scamming people. And not saying this is what he was doing, but I spoke about that part and it was part of my Instagram, well, part of my video about Instagram scammers where people were making allegations against that guy. And I said, if allegedly all that good stuff, hopefully that's not the case. Well, anyway, saw that video, they were like, hey, can you check out this site? You know? Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. So some people ate off that. They did. They ate off that situation. So people were like, hey, can you check out this Instagram page? And basically I told people, if the deal is too good to be true, think about it. All right, 3 for 200. Come on, man. They only use exchange services where you can't contest it. That's a dead giveaway. And as soon as they do it, they block you, delete you, all that good stuff, and that's what happens. Yeah, those fours been rumored for over a year. Yeah, they've been talking about that for a while. They've been talking about that for a while. That shoe, they've been talking about that for a hot minute. A hot minute. I do have a video lined up for you guys, and I tend to do different stuff. That hey, if it gets 100 views, it gets 2,000 views. Great, awesome. Yeah, they need to bring those back. That and the cool gray 11s, which everybody's been crying over forever. Bring back the cool gray 11s. It was crazy. We got the cool gray lows, and people weren't happy with that. You know, y'all know how it works. Hey, what's up, Turquoise? You know, yeah, we need those Chicago's, but we're not going to get them. If they delayed them, who knows? But they said they weren't coming. Did y'all see like the reverse bread 11 low? Did y'all see those? Those are interesting. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, we're getting a reverse bread low. Uh, I kind of like them, and I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna say, oh man, those are trash. A lot of people are purists and they don't like to see change. But they keep releasing the same stuff. But then we get different stuff. Oh, I don't like those. So you can't please everybody. Yeah, I mean, it's just options, man. It's options, and that's the thing. Here's one thing that I've said constantly. P Town. He's Mister Kicks and Fits. I'm Mister Kicks and Outfits, and shout out to Rep Milwaukee. He gave me that name, by the way, because I've always dropped a sneaker and an outfit with it. You could have all the limited sneakers in the world, and you could go on all of these channels, and eventually you're going to come across somebody that has all the limited joints, and they can't dress. They just can't dress. And I'm talking about the hype beast types. They just labels all over themselves. And the fact that they got some high end stuff, they're like, oh, that's dope. No, you look like a NASCAR race car. They will. They will. Red and black and red, white, and black. People want to buy them. It's too iconic. I do like the tens. I like the cool gray tens. That's a slept on sneaker. And I'm the same way. Y'all know I got the Puma RSX. It's so many different sneakers I wear that people are like, oh, and they were on the shelves. They were chilling. It's like they just needed validation by somebody to jump it out there. And that's how it works. Like they need that 100K, that 250K, that 500K, that million K, that 1 million person. All right. let me give y'all a warning from YouTube. If you say check out my channel, they do not like that. Okay. They automatically hide it. If you try to pine for subscribers, I get it. We all need to come up, man. But they hide that. They don't like people doing that because it's considered spam. All right. I see the message. All right. I see it. But just to warn people, if you see that, everybody needs to grow. So I'm gonna give you a pass with that hype beast having Travis Scott. People still doing that. I'm gonna show that. Um, but yeah, because everybody's reviewing them. I like to see different stuff. Like I can't remember the dude's name, but his whole channel is like devoted to shell toes in suede pumas, and he has some dope outfits, dope outfits. But the fact that that's not what people are chasing after, nobody's gonna pay attention to that. Yeah, yeah, it's the thing, man. It's all how you put it together. It's all how you put it together. Like I've passed on sneakers because I'm like, I don't really wear those colors. I don't think those colors appeal to me. Like, yeah, I'm fine. But a lot of times, certain colors, I have to get that sneaker. Like camouflage, I'm always gonna give it a look. That's me. Like I got, the camel 10 joints. I had to get those. Thanks. Rue 21. Oh, what's up, dude? What's going on, man? What's going on? Glad you're in here. We got some business to get on. All right, Rue 21, everybody. All right. Pink sneakers. Um, I got sneakers with some pink in them. But I'm not above it at all. I'm down with the Cameron thing, man. Like it's all how you put it together. Like with pink, you either got you have to go all black or pretty much a lot of white with a pink sneaker. If not, it's kind of like you just got them on because you got them on. You say you hate pink. There's nothing wrong with pink. Oh, my mom did not want me wearing it when I was younger. A lot of colors, if you will. Yeah, they are. Those pink Air Force Ones, those are fire. Crimson tint. Yes, I got them up there. That's the new name for it to make people feel comfortable with themselves. Look, it does not matter. If you like it, wear it. That's your money. That's your money. Matter of fact, the shirt I had on because I was wearing the Gatorade orange pills, and I got some black and orange Nike track pants on. That's why I was rocking it along with this. All right, P Town, I'm gonna let you live, man. I'm gonna put it back on. Put it back on. All right, I know it's over there killing you because your team is home in January. The best on pearls, those you ordered them because I just saw those at Champs. Like nobody's grabbing those. The Aunt Pearl KDs. I'm not a KD sneaker fan though. The best triple white sneaker, Air Force Ones, hands down. I'm from Baltimore. Shout out to Charlie Rudo. If you know the story, Charlie Rudo in Baltimore saved the Air Force One. Yeah, the crimson tint toe was the best way to describe it. It was that leather from a mid. As soon as I wore mine, Crease City. Crease City. And it's another sneaker. I think it's these right here. Oh man. I wonder if I can get these out without standing up and messing up everything. Uh, this is and see that's how I said, man. Like hype does horrible things to the sneaker community. Who remembers these? Y'all remember these? The City of Flight. I think they were called. People didn't like these. And people were talking about, oh, the leather on the crimson tints. It's the same leather that you trashed on these. People did not like these, but it's the same leather. I like black and gold sneakers, so that's why I copped them. And I got them for the low. But this icy sole right here is always a challenge. Okay, cool. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. You made the right decision. You wanted them, you had to do your thing. You had to do your thing. All right. You had to do your thing. But yeah, people talk down on this sneaker right here, but it's the same material on the crimson tint. And that toe box is a lot to be desired. They creased up instantly. I was like, goodness. The one time I forgot to put my force fields in, they had a problem. But definitely cop what you like. You're right, Kicks Business Education. Cop what you like. But my favorite all white sneaker is the Air Force One, then followed by the Pure Money fours, and like you said, the Air Max 90s. Now, I'm kicking myself. The Air Max 90, I'm gonna give y'all a little tip. Wear the heck out of that sneaker. Unless they did something to that midsole and that air bubble in there, the air unit, it is going to dry rot. I pulled mine off the shelf a couple of years ago, went walking through my living room to get to my front door, and I felt like something squishy. that bad boy crumbled. And it's partially a tribute to me because I traveled a lot and they were constantly packing my stuff up and everything. So probably the climatic conditions did those in. Yeah. Story time. Y'all know how I do it, man. I'm old. I've been around for a while. You know, I'm that dude. Hey, sit down. Listen here, young snap. Let me tell you something. All right. See, back in 1992, the sneaker game was different. All right. We ain't have all this reseller stuff right here. You went to the store, you got your sneaker, and if you were balling, you left your old sneakers right there in the box and you walked out because you just wanted to show people you got it like that. You ain't hold on to the old sneakers you had on. That's how the sneaker game was in 92. All right. Story time. How long have we been here, man? An hour. We've been on here for an hour. Phone order to East Bay. Yep. You ever tearing out the little page in there? Man, the feeling of getting a new East Bay magazine. Like, oh, what they got. What they got. You know, and waiting. I remember my first East Bay order actually occurred when I was in Germany in 96. It took forever, 3 weeks for my shoes to get there. I was just checking my mailbox every day. It was no way to track it and stuff like that. Then finally they showed up. I was like, yeah. And it was some black and white Air Force Ones that I wanted. Yep. Phone orders through East Bay, ripping out that little sheet, putting your money on it in the mail and waiting and waiting. Crazy. East Bay magazine. Seeing what they got. It's real, man. Like, yeah, I know it's you. I know it's you, Trouble. I knew it was you. They still send you the book. I haven't ordered anything from East Bay in eons, man, because I've always found what I was looking for elsewhere. And let's talk about who takes forever to ship. First one is Jimmy Jazz. Oh my goodness. Every time I find a steal on Jimmy Jazz, it takes them like 5 days to process it. And you're not getting your shoe for like 2 weeks, man. Jimmy Jazz is slow. Oh my goodness, it's slow. Woo. Then followed by what's it? Villa DTLR. Pretty slow too. I'm like, I got one person shipping stuff out. Foot action can be slow depending on the volume, but Jimmy Jazz by far. Now, Shoe Pals is pretty quick. They've beaten like the 3 day shipment sometimes. That was mind blowing. Yeah, Goat is slow. Oh my goodness. When I got these Laney fives, it took them 3 weeks. I got a message after I ordered them like 5 days later saying the seller is something, is being processed. Then I didn't they sent me a message like 5 days after that saying the sneaker had been shipped or processed for shipping. It's crazy. Yeah, Goat is dumb slow, man. You can pay for the fast shipping and all that stuff. One click, whatever it is. I never tried that. But yeah, you gotta have some patience with Goat, man. Go to have you forgetting you ordered shoes from them. It's crazy. I don't deal with StockX. Matter of fact, my only time I dealt with StockX was the Hot Wheels RSX. I clicked on a 9.5. I saw my orders being processed for an 8.5. So I hit them up, was like, hey, that's the wrong size. They ain't telling me nothing. Still charged me at the fix. Man, it took them like 2 weeks to fix that. And I was like, forget it. I'm not dealing with them. Then like 4 months later, the whole people's accounts had been compromised. And I was like, that's it. Killed it. Well, actually, I killed it after that. I was like, it was just poor customer service. Well, before that. Yeah, Air Force One's always going to sell, man. It's Trouble. These were actually used, man. These were used in very great shape. Very great shape. They they weren't one of those We don't have the box, but we got the early pair. One of those deals. Yeah, a lot of stuff, man. Uh, our phone's dead. um, no, no. What's dead with phones is the price. All right, phones aren't dead. The phone's price is dead. They need to come down. That's what really makes. I'm telling you, you want to see a phone comes out unless it's something super super hype like the Galaxies and those Memphis penny joints. They they're going to go pretty quick. But a regular release of phones, they're hitting 179 easy because of the price. People are like, nah, man. Nah, they had their wave and it's the price. They never came down off the price. That's the problem. And they need to. Yeah, and some of the concepts are interesting, like those camouflage purple ones. Ugh, I love purple, obviously. You know, once again, P Town. I love purple, obviously. But yeah, some of the more like, what are you doing with these? The concepts are crazy. Yeah, like 180. You said people were loving the purple phones? Those things dropped all the way down to like 149 where I'm at. Yeah, yeah. The we call them dopes in Baltimore. Baltimore's not part of the DMV, by the way, but we call phones dopes. And if you go back to my Legion Green phones, which are the last pure phones that I purchased because I have some I got the black Air Force One phone posit cup, which isn't a true phone posit. It's just a material on Air Force One. But anyway, I told the story about why phones are so popular in that part of the Mid Atlantic. So when the phones dropped, they were expensive. So if you were out there on the streets doing whatever it was a sign that you had money to buy them. So that's how the phones really took off, and they really they're durable. You know how hard it is to crease some phones. You pretty much got to wear them every day, hoop in them, hike in them, go on the military op. You got to beat foams up to crease them up. They those purple camouflage should have been a grade school thing. Yeah, it's a dope boy shoe. We call them dopes. We call them dopes. That's what we called them, man. And that's why I wasn't rocking them back then. I didn't want to be affiliated with people looking at me like, oh, okay, you know. Goodness, Google spying on me, man. I'm lost. Can you try again? Crazy. Oh, it's hard to crease some foams. I've seen some foams curl up a little bit, but I've never seen them crease. I personally haven't seen them crease. For real. I mean, that is like the ultimate street ball sneaker. If you want to hoop at the park on some asphalt and not worry about your sneakers, that's what foams are for, man. Foams are for that. You might scratch them, but you ain't creasing no bad boys. I'm telling you. Yeah. You see like the iron sheet curl on the sneaker. Remember the iron sheet from back in the day? Hopefully everybody's a little older. The ones we curled up in the front. Yeah. Yeah. Like the dude at the gas station. That want to wash your car. He got the white Air Force Ones tied real tight. And his Air Force Ones look like they got plaque. Hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Appreciate you. Yeah. You got your sneakers in the Cobra clutch. Yeah, trouble. We're older, man, so we know about the Iron Sheik. Put Hulk Hogan in the Cobra clutch. Yeah. Really? People are rocking them like that. I still see them in Baltimore from time to time. Not as much, man. Not as much, but I still see them, and they sell. They still sell somewhat. Hey, what's up, Tony? Happy New Year. I gotta check out your videos, man. I saw you did something a little different. I like to say I inspired you. I'm just messing with you, man. But you've been getting busy, Tony. Hey, everybody, check out my man 210 Got Kicks page. He's from San Antonio as well. Everybody, check out everybody's page for real. Spread the love. We all can eat out here. It's enough subscribers for everybody. Okay, but don't type that in the chat because YouTube doesn't like that. All right, they don't. It's considered spam. They don't like that. But yeah, I have not copped anything as of today. You know, the new year, I did not do that. Everybody got sneakers for Christmas. Actually, I got a pair that's on its way. Got the what the fours that were ordered and they got delayed somehow, so they're on their way. Other than that, I personally didn't buy myself any kicks for the holiday. Um, I didn't see anything I really wanted. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But I got a cool video concept for y'all that I think you don't like, and it's gonna make you all think a little bit about your purchases. Okay, on those fours, no, no, they do not rock New Balance in San Antonio. Those are considered dad sneakers. Um, they're like the Nike Monarchs and the New Balance sneakers. Nobody rocks New Balance out here. You could find, matter of fact, you'll be hard pressed to find New Balance, those 990 Vs that you're talking about, in stores. People don't wear them. That's a big sneaker in the Mid Atlantic, the Baltimore, PG County, DC, Virginia area. All black foams. Mm. All right, trouble. Looking forward to that ride. All right. Hopefully, I'm up. I'll check you out in the morning, man. If you jump on. All right. Hold on. Yeah, man. Somebody, I just got a message. I just got a message. I appreciate everybody that subscribes and follows to the channel. And one of the enduring messages is that thank you. You always bring something different to sneaker YouTube. And I appreciate that. And I'm not doing that by design. I'm just being me. I've always kind of gone to the left with a lot of stuff. And I've always been, kind of open to different stuff. And I like to know the hows and whys before I give my spill on it or pass some judgment on something. I like to know why. So I'm speaking with some clarity. But I do appreciate everyone that says, hey, you do something different, via sneaker YouTube. And I'm not for everybody. So if you're a hype beast person or you're in love with Yeezys and off white, you're really not going to get that, from the channel. And that's just how I am. I stay true to, what I do. If I'm reviewing the sneaker, it's probably because I own it or I'm going to own it. I'm not going to do it just for views. That I don't think that's, how I should carry myself. Some people do it. It's nothing wrong with doing the early look and you don't cop the sneaker. You're doing the early look because people on your channel like to see stuff like that, and you've always shown sneakers like that. Period. Yeah, authenticity. Just being who you are. I always say that it's easier to simply be you because you don't have to practice. You don't have to remember. You can just be fluid with it. Dub Zeros. I actually had two pair. The black and white pair that's kind of like with the laser on black, white, and red. They just dropped. They came back. They just dropped. I had two pairs and I sold them. I had some black and gray ones, and I had like the South Beach version. I sold them. I sold them. I just wasn't really wearing them anymore. Now, if you go back, I'm cool with the hybrid mixtape Frankenstein, whatever you want to call them, Jordan type joints like the Dub Zeros, the Fusion Forces, the Son of Mars. I'm cool with it. Now, I'm not cool with those Son of Mars 270 things they got out there. I don't know what they were thinking. Those are horrific. They just don't look very good, in my opinion. But I have some Son of Mars. I got those in the stash. Even the 312. I got a pair of 312s. I think some sneakers I kind of grow out of. I kind of move away from it over time. I'm like, nah, I'm kind of past that. I'll let them go for the super low. I like 270s. I don't like that 270 retro Jordan mashup thing they have. I got some 270s right up there. I like 270s. Yeah, the back heel of Dubs, it's a curve in them. I don't know. Maybe they did that so they could put like that six wing that's on the back of them so it attach properly. But you're right. I think that's one of the reasons why I let them go. And it's just the those things fell out of flavor with the newer generation. This newer generation, they have gone on social media and decided to trash certain sneakers. Oh, those aren't real. Those aren't that, because what's selling and what's cool is the fact that you have something retro. And one of my videos has consistently done well is the Jordan Pro Strong, the Vin Bakers. I got the black and gold ones. I was waiting on this sneaker to come back. And it shocked people when I told people this is actually a retro Jordan. This was a PE for Vin Baker. And people like, oh, those are fake 13s. And they were younger. They didn't know. So sometimes you got to educate. Can you show you flex on you? When the problem with the 270s is that they simply made too many. They saturated, just oversaturated the market with them, and they were slapping that soul on everything. It was like, okay, people like them. Let's just keep pumping them out. Keep pumping them out. So the black and cactus white ones, and the black and gray and infrared, and the tigers, the black, orange, and like hot pink joints. Those are the three pair that really sold. And I have the black and purple and yellow joints and the tigers. Let him live, Cole. You know, let that man rock. Was he fresh with it? The retro four breads, I just got them. They dope. DCXL, they dope. You can't go wrong with a retro four bread. You those are must have in the collection if you know if that's what you like. They weren't real and they put SpongeBob in the Dub Zeros. Do an on feet version. That'd be cool. You know, do an on foot version of them, man. That y'all do a little on foot face off. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Do that. I will say, in my time on YouTube, and I'm coming up on my third year, uh, I have not done a lot of on foot type stuff, on feet. I have not done it a lot. And it's worked for me. It has. The times I have done it shocked people like, wow, he actually did it on foot. Not a fan of fours. You know, I got, I always love fives. I got into fours recently. I have, y'all see right here, I have quite a few pair. Quite a few pairs. Some over here because I don't have the box as well, but quite a few pair. Fours look, you know, got the right gene on. They look dope, man. They look dope. I mean, they kind of bulky, kind of clunky sole, but they are dope. Fours are dope. Let me see what silhouettes I'm not really cool with. I'm a 13 and down guy. 13 and down. That's been me. The military blues, gotta get a pair of those. I had the Fusion Force fours, and they were based on the military blues, and I just let them go. Somebody actually bought them, man. They were they're a little raunchy, and the dude wanted them. I was like, "You want to do something with the sole?" He was like, "Yeah." You know, the sole actually was like cracking in the midsole portion of it. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna swap them out." I couldn't believe him. Those I had those from 2009. The upper was cool. There was nothing wrong with the upper, but that Air Force One sole on there, and he said he was gonna put a Jordan 4 sole on there. Interesting because the toe box is different. Curious, but $50. I was shocked. He bought those from me. Mm. Make sure I got everybody. He said they weren't real when they put SpongeBob on the Dub Zeros. Mm, I don't know. But quick announcement: slowly creeping to 2K finally. And let me explain something about the growth of my channel, you all. Y'all know I go on these hiatus. This is a grown man channel right here. If I'm busy with life, y'all probably won't see me for a little bit. And I will say that has hurt my channel somewhat as far as growth. In theory, I should be around 5 to 10K already. But if I'm busy with life, I I don't really be focused on dropping content. And the thing about it is like I always record some stuff from time to time. Then I say, well, is it editing? You know, is it worth editing? You know, is this material good enough? Is it worth 10 minutes of my life to put in here? Well, not 10. It takes like 45 minutes to edit a video to get it to at least 10 minutes if you want to monetize it. But sometimes like the content isn't strong enough. You know, that I don't like putting out content for the sake of content. I'm not into that. It's kind of like if you're a Tupac fan, listen to me. I love the guy. I don't like all of his music he put out posthumously because what it was is that he was writing himself out of a very bad contract with Death Row. So he had to constantly record stuff. And with that, you're going to have some clunkers in there like, man, you know, where did this come from? So I don't want to put too many clunkers out there for the sake of having, um, you know, material. Say he's a Gemini. That's a new one. That's a new one. That's a new one. That's a new one. Say he's a Gemini. She gonna shake it. Man, that song's gonna be stuck in my head. That song's gonna be stuck in my head. Oh man, we're at an hour and 2 minutes. But I got sidetracked. We're on our way to 2K and I have a giveaway. All right. I have a giveaway at 2K. I've never done a giveaway. I think it's time I do a giveaway. Like a stunt double. I'm about to ask some people about that. Hey, hey, tell them cut me a check and I'll fill in for them. You know, yeah, I get my gas pedal on for him. You know, if he want to take some time off, I do that. Yeah, but 2K, we're on our way to that, and I appreciate everybody that comes in and chops it up and stuff. Like, also, I appreciate the content that you know some of you who have channels that put out is different, is interesting. Cove, shout out to you, man. I saw what you did for people that need a discount. You know, if they want to go that route, that was dope, man. That's good stuff. Hey, appreciate it, Tony. Hey, do your thing, man. We'll link. We will link. You know, there's always something popping off in San Antonio that brings us all back in. Do your thing, man. No, I didn't. I'm gonna have to look those up. I'm gonna have to look those up. Brack hits him off. Jordan 1 lows. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I got a giveaway, man. I got some interesting stuff. Um, I think people appreciate it. I think it'll be well received. That I'm gonna throw in there. You know, and hopefully we get to that. We'll do a drawing. Yeah, I will say that's a good point from June to June. A lot of people don't like Jordan 1s because they aren't very comfortable. I've had foot injuries. When I wear my Jordan 1s, I know I'm going to be in them for a while. I have to make sure I put my orthotics in them because you're talking about 1984 technology, you know, versus today's foot. So, yeah, they aren't that comfortable. And they are a little narrow in the instep a little bit. Dunks more so. I got some red October dunks, and I have to take the insole out and put a different insole in to really enjoy that sneaker. They don't bother you? Depends on your arc. Depends on your arc. But a lot of people do say the Jordan ones aren't a very comfortable sneaker. What's a uncomfortable Jordan that's out there? The tens. The tens aren't that comfortable in my opinion. Um, no, the nines, the Jordan nines, the Jordan nines. It's an Air Jordan 3 SE Red Cements. That's what I was talking about. Um, with the little spreckly things on the back. How do y'all feel about those? I think people going to cop them because they look kind of close to the retros. Yeah, tens are comfortable. It's the nines. It's the nines. Smoking Reggie. I love when y'all say that. Now, it's different levels of when you don't agree with a sneaker, Cove. Uh, if something's really bad, you have to give it his full name. It's Reginald. You're smoking Reginald. Okay. If it's just bad, it's Reggie. It is. They were trying to make a baseball cleat. Is the story I got behind it. But that toe box in there and that heel is very stiff. It's very stiff because I guess they were like, we don't know if he's coming back. We just got to throw something out there. We want to break up the series. We're at 8, 9, 10. Keep it going. Let's drop a shoe out there. Yeah, I've gotten those the nines and a 9.5 and a 10, and they still haven't agreed with my foot. But the cool gray tens, I want those, but I know I'm gonna suffer a little bit. I mean, it's all about your foot structure too. Like when I got my first pair of lows, my city pack lows, I call them the avocado croissants because my foot is a little flat and everything. I was concerned about those. I always make sure I wore my orthotics, and they've been okay. And the rest of my lows I got recently, they've been all right with my foot. But I was concerned about those as well. With eights, I can wear all day. Jordan 8, I can wear them all day. Fives, all day. Fours, pretty much all day. Yeah, it just depends on your foot, man. It is. Depends on your foot. That's all it is. All right, y'all. We're about to wrap it up. I've been on here for quite some time. It's been a minute. It's been about almost 2 weeks since the last time I dropped a video. But hey, comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know I'm dropping another one of these things. And let's get to that 2K. Hit that like button. Tell a friend. Share it. It's always been a pleasure and a privilege to sit down and talk to you because I know your time is valuable. Time is money. But unlike money, you cannot make time back. So I do appreciate you all sitting down with me. And I'm out of here. All right. And everybody that puts the emoji with the hands together, that's not praying. It's actually a high five. All right. People think this is praying, the emoji like that. That's a high five. So turquoise, you're right. All right. And you do the same from June to June. I wish everybody great health and increase your wealth out here. And I'm out of here. Boom.